Hi, Peter here with rgbfilter, and we're here talking with Ian and Mike again, writers of Freelance Blues, and RoboHorse, which apparently is nearing some sort of actual completion development. You guys want to talk to us a little about the projects you've got going on?
Well, yeah, well, you can give it a start, and then I'll jump in and wrap things up and correct you when you're wrong.
Well, about RoboHorse, I got to tell you, it is definitely nearing a state of completion of development. It's really exciting to have a project reach that stage, where it's no longer being developed, it's actually nearing completion of development. I mean, what that means is that there's a script done, we've got a rollout plan for the website. It's going to be, RoboHorse is for us our first true web comic. We've actually been printing this as a traditional comic. Freelance Blues we originally was going to be just a 22-page comic and then a trade paperback graphic novel. But what we want to do is actually bust into the web market world, and that's part of what RoboHorse is all about. Because we just think we can reach more fans that way and do a different kind of comic experience.
We're very excited about the potential of this internet that we hear so much about, and we want to try to tap into some of that.
I hear people are reading comics on the internet, and I think that's, yeah, comics.
Really? Comics on the internet now? Well, that's very exciting. I'm going to have to look into that some.
Yeah, that seems a little bit, almost feels a little bit backwards. You know, like, I think you're some of the first guys I ever met who started in traditional comics and tried to bust into webcomics.
Well, for us, we've always been, from our childhood, fans of comic books. So that's kind of the medium that we gravitated towards when we started collaborating together. And now that we're out here and we're actually doing stuff and producing stuff, and we're seeing what other people are doing, we've liked, you know, the models that we've seen, and we're going to try to, you know, steal as much as we can.
Yeah, that is our motto. Steal what you can, anything not nailed down. Freelance Blues.
Absolutely.
Blowout Productions, really. I mean, the company's called Blowout Productions, so we're blowing it out. So it's going to be Freelance Blues, it's going to be RoboHorse, or it's going to be on the web. Guillermo del Toro has been talking to us about RoboHorse, the film.
RoboHorse and the motion picture.
That's actually one of the reasons why it's difficult to get into a discussion of development, because, well, I mean, there's so many levels of it. It's a transmedia property.
Yeah. Merchandising.
RoboHorse.
The flamethrower.
The flamethrower.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you definitely say that this feels like a bigger project for you guys, the Freelance Blues?
I don't know if I would say it's a bigger project. I would say it's a different project.
It's a completely different project, as the one has robots and horses.
Yes.
And the Freelance Blues has working and monsters.
Right.
So it's like completely different.
It's a new model.
Also, freelancers. Will you be making people pay for the lances in RoboHorse?
For the lances.
Oh, all the lances that show up in RoboHorse will come with a price tag attached.
What is exciting about RoboHorse is, naturally, when you think of robots and horses, you think, how will they work together? Well, traditionally, you could say the jousting knight was the original robot horse. Oh. So we're not saying that there will be lances in RoboHorse, but we're not saying that at this stage.
Right. Now, was there a lot of work involved in getting the mechanics of the RoboHorse thing happening? Like, did you guys have to model it, workshop it? Did you have to go and do test runs or anything?
Well, we slaughtered quite a few horses, which got us into quite a bit of trouble with PETA. But then when they saw that we were bringing them back as robot horses, they were okay with it.
When they found out we were unsuccessful at that, then we got into more trouble.
Right.
I mean, you know, were there any accusations of leaning towards supervillainy? I mean, I understand this is a very contentious issue. I imagine there might be some controversy there.
Well, no, there hasn't been. And if this tape isn't deleted, then we're going to have some issues.
I have to say that, like, every claim for us being supervillains, totally exaggerated.
Unfounded, unsubstantiated.
Although Destro is on our speed dial now.
No, well, yeah, but that's...
We are working with him on a couple projects.
We winter with him, though. It's like a vacation thing. You know, it has nothing to do with the business.
We just go there.
That's right.
It's not like it's a tax shelter, you know.
No. We're not trying to flee any kind of authorities.
Invitation, all right? He says, come down, I got a weather machine, whatever, you know, it's nice.
So give us the skinny. I mean, Destro, what's he like, you know, in private? Does he ever take off the mask?
We can't talk about that. I mean, we did, there was the NDA.
Listen, he's been really, really solid to us, and it would be a betrayal of our friendship with him to talk about him behind his back like that.
I understand totally. I just, you know, I'm just wondering, like, what's his pad like, you know, something like that.
I heard he's buying lots of issues of Freelance Blues.
Yeah, it's awesome. Freelance, wall-to-wall Freelance Blues.
Art, the original art lines his cave.
So a big fan then, yeah.
Totally.
Absolutely. And he's not the only villain who likes Freelance Blues. That's all I'm going to say.
They look for tips.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's kind of a how-to guide on how to not take over the world.
Yeah.
They're learning from Lance's boss's mistakes.
There you have it, folks. Freelance Blues. Destro reads it. You should too.
Okay. But there's one more thing you need to know about. Ask me about this book.
I'm going to ask you about this book. Ian, tell us about A Nail in the Heart, because frankly that cover art is just freaking awesome and I want to know more about this thing.
A Nail in the Heart is my new solo project. We've been working as a band for a while, as a power duo, but now this is my first solo EP. It's a short stories all written by me with three different artists, Noel Townsend, Sherry Chankama, and Frank Fiorentino. And what it is, it's a horror collection of three different stories. They're just short horror stories that are all modern horror. The first one starts with a guy with the head of Osama bin Laden in a bag, and he's got to make an awful delivery, and things get scarier from there. The collection, the cover of it was actually done by an actual medical illustrator. So that's a medically accurate heart with designed photorealistic nails pierced through it. So that's three stories, three nails through the heart. This is just trying to hit you right where it hurts, and that's what a nail through the heart is.
Was it kind of scary going solo, stepping out there and doing stuff on your own? What were the challenges of that?
Well, it was risky, I mean, every time you do a solo project, you want to know, hey, will the public still recognize me if I'm not under the Freelance Blues banner? But I know sort of Freelance Blues, Blowout Productions, it's like a creative collective. We've all got our own projects, and this is just the first one out the gate.
And Mike, I mean, you're okay with this? You don't feel like this is maybe the end of the Freelance Blues team or anything?
Well, honestly, this is the ultimate betrayal, and
it's like a nail in the heart.
It is very much like a nail in the heart, both literally and metaphorically.
Wow, that's
and metaphorically.
That's really sad. Good luck with that. Thanks for talking to us, guys. Best of luck with your projects. People, do go out there, check out Freelance Blues. It's a lot of fun. I really dug what I've read so far. I really hope you guys can get RoboHorse off the ground really soon, because
2012.
That just sounds so exciting and a lot of fun.
We're actually talking with the people running the Chinese calendar to get RoboHorse entered into their zodiac.
Year of the horse we want advanced early. Take out horse, put in RoboHorse. What do they say about RoboHorse? Chicks dig robos?
No. Chicks dig horses.
Yeah.
Guys dig robos.
RoboHorse.
RoboHorse.